Hi everyone, it's Missy with The Magnificent Method, and today we're here to talk about what women really want. What do we want? I don't know, let's find out. Okay, so guys, this one's for you. I had more than a couple guys inbox me and say, oh, you're always working for women, that's bullshit, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for the record, I did make a video titled, How to Keep Your Man Happy. If you don't think that I'm on your team, you better go check that video out, because I'm totally on your team, okay? So, I'm on the people's team. Happy relationships, men and women, right? So, I'm here to confess. Women are liars. Every single one of us, we lie through our teeth all the time about what it is that we want. We actually don't know. And by we, I mean women as a whole. And so, guys, hear me out. And I know this is stuff you've heard before, but if you really want to tackle this, you need to pay attention, okay? Women on a whole are raised to be polite with their sexuality, right? Girls, keep your knees together, don't enjoy sex too much, don't have sex on the first date, don't let a guy put his hand under your shirt. We are inundated with this before we ever even get to sex. We're talking early childhood on, right? And so we learn to lie because of this to meet society standards. And so as a woman, when especially a young woman, 23, 25, young women, when you're dealing with them, they still haven't figured out, oh, I'm a woman. Oh, there's a clicking point in a woman's life where she was like, oh, crap, this is awesome. Let's keep doing this, right? So I know I was in my late 20s when that happened, right? Because I was trying to fit society standards of what I thought I should be. It's complete crap, right? Okay, so women are liars. And they don't even consciously realize that they're lying because they're such people pleasers and they're trying so hard to fit themselves into this little form that they think they're supposed to be. None of them are happy. I know very few women that are legitimately happy, and I'm pretty sure they're all my friends, right? Okay, so check this out, all right? Women want, I made notes because I want to be thorough. You're welcome. We think that women want a guy that makes 7 figures and he's got rock hard abs and he's super handsome and he was the president of his fraternity and, you know, he knows how to get shit done, right? This is the guy that women say that they want. It has been not only my personal experience, but the experience of women that I work with. And I work with hundreds of women, not just 2 or 3. There's many, many, many women. You are attracted to that, but you don't want to have a relationship with that. And so if you're not looking for a relationship and you're just trying to hook up and that's the guy that you want to hook up with, boo-boo, go do your thing. Go do it. It's awesome, right? Consenting adults, go team go, okay? However, and guys especially, listen to this, and ladies, check in, okay? Lock up right now. You don't want to marry that. You don't want a long-term relationship with that. That is a shiny box, but what I want you to do is open the box and look inside the package. And so women really want theta males. This is a phrase that I coined sometime, last year, a couple years ago. Men who have all of the attributes of the alpha male. And, gotta raise your game up a little bit, right? Yeah, it's good. And they're in touch with their soul. And they have awesome relationships with their family members. And they contribute to the greater good. And they're respected not for their fraternity so much, their fratty behavior, their boys' night behavior, but because of who they are as an individual. I'm talking about integrity. I'm talking about courage. I'm talking about strength. I'm talking about keeping your calm in an adverse situation. Men who are great with kids. Women, and if a woman has kids or not, please believe she's evaluating you when you're with children. And so what we're doing as adults who mate is we're trying to maximize our reproductive value. And so I'm not giving my precious eggs away to some asshole who's not going to be able to take care of that, little baby that we're going to make, right? Even if I consciously say I'm not having kids, even if I've had a surgery to prevent me from having kids, we're still animals. We're still mammals. This is still how we operate. We use pheromones. There are certain cues. Women are more attractive when they're ovulating than when they're menstruating, and that is for a reason. It's because we're creative and we make people, right? So, what women really do want. 101. Here we go. So, women want a confident man. Not an asshole, but a confident man. A man who is strong in his masculinity. When you look at him, you don't have to question what's going on with that guy. You very well know who he is. He oozes confidence, and he might even ooze sexuality because of that confidence, because we as animals, we as human beings, think that confidence and sexuality are synonymous in our culture, right? We want a confident man. We want a man who can stand in the middle of a room and carry the room, whether it be with humor or intelligence or just energy. We want a man that can carry the room, absolutely. Next is humor. Guys, don't be boring. Be funny. Even if it's quirky little stupid jokes that you've got to look up on your phone, be contributing in that way, because what women say, like 80% of women say, being funny and laughing and being humorous is on their like top 4 for relationships. Top 4. How easy is that? That's so easy. And if you're not a naturally funny person, do yourself a favor and Google comedic timing. Do yourself a favor and watch some stand-up comedy. Do yourself a favor and try. Because oftentimes, if you're not that funny, she's going to laugh at your joke anyway, and she's going to think it's adorable, and you're winning points for being adorable, and you'll build humor along the way. Trust me, everybody who knows me knows that I have not been that funny in my life, and I'm usually the only person who laughs at my jokes, but I've improved over time. I'm getting better, right? So next is, and this, women will never admit to this one. They won't. They want a dude who is not needy. We do not want a stage 5 clinger, even if we say it. Even if we're like, oh, I just want to spend all day long with you, and I want to, snuggle all day on Sundays and da-da-da-da-da. We don't actually want that. We have things to do ourselves. And so in the beginning of a relationship, in the infatuation phase, of course we want to spend all of our time with you. But at a certain point, between, scientifically speaking, between 18 and 24 months, there's a point where we're like, okay, I am a sovereign entity once again, and I have girlfriends that I need to see that I haven't seen in a while, and I have this to take care of, I have school, whatever it is. But we really do want a guy who's running his own show, who's got his own life, his own interests, whether it be sports or ballet. I don't care what it is. Just be busy doing something in your own life, right? I want to have juicy, engaging conversations at the end of the day when you come home. And I don't want to come back to, oh, you sat on the couch and waited for me to come home all day. Oh, that's so creepy. Don't be that guy. Be engaging. Don't be needy. If she goes out with her girlfriends, let her go. What I will say to this, and what I will say to women and men, on ladies' nights and on guys' nights, detach yourself from the relationship if you're the one still at home. And so don't be texting, when are you coming home? When are you coming home? If it's 5 o'clock in the morning and they haven't made it home yet, check on your boo-boo, check on your boo. But don't be like, where are you at? Who's there? Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? I was looking in your bank account and you spent $30 more than you said you were going to. You're drunk. Rawr. That's awful. And I don't want to come home when you're acting like that. And if I spent $30 more than I was supposed to, I'm having a blast. That was like some cheese fries and 3 more drinks. Get off me, You want to be engaged and inviting, and so you want to allow them space. Ladies want space to go be with their girlfriends and talk about how wonderful you are, and they want to talk about how wonderful you are in bed, right? And so here's the biggest kicker. Here's the big one. Women don't want vanilla sex. I will repeat. Women do not want vanilla sex. And so remember in the beginning of the video when I was like, we were raised to fit into this little box and we were told not to enjoy sex and we can never even open our legs if we were wearing a skirt, and sometimes we had to wear shorts under our skirts to protect ourselves. So because of that, and if anybody studies psychology, they will back me up on this, because of this, everybody, we've all heard the term lady in the street but a freak in the bed, and we're all adults here, and so if anybody's offended by it, turn the video off. We don't have time for it. People who want to hear me. Ladies, start telling the truth about this. Guys, start doing this. Start being that guy. And so it's not the size of the boat. It is the motion in the ocean, and you know what I'm talking about. And so women don't want this kind of, romance novel, kind of flowery and gentle love-making session that lasts for 3 hours. No. I'm going to say something really explicit here, so if you're sensitive, earmuffs. Pull her hair. Talk really, really dirty. Give the woman what she wants. Do it. I try to coach guys on this all the time. You want to know how you're going to keep that woman engaged and coming back for more? Do the damn thing. Make love to her. Make love to her. Have sex with her like it is the last time you're ever going to have sex, and you have everything to prove. Every single time. Don't let there be any such thing as bad sex, because you want to know why? She's going to become disinterested, and she's going to move on, and her eyes are going to start to wander. And so I'm not talking about her character. I'm not saying she's going to cheat on you, but she's going to surely be like, what's going on with this dude over here? Because my dude is not bringing the heat. Bring the damn heat to the bedroom. And so I always counsel ladies, like, you want to pretend that you're your husband's mistress? Well, gentlemen, please and thank you, pretend that you are your wife's dirty little secret, okay? Like, we all saw that Ashley Madison stuff go down. There is a market for this. This is really real. And if you want a happy marriage, you want a happy long-term relationship, figure out what that means. And so I practice very high spiritual sex, right? Tantric sex. But if I'm being honest with you, and once again, this is public forum, and so I got to keep it a little bit G-rated because my kids are going to see this eventually. Spiritual sex is for my spiritual self, but this more intimate kind of eyes locked animal sex, that's for my ego, and my ego does need to be fed, and it is so good for you. And if you can be a badass and figure out how to mix this dirty ego sex with this high tantric sex, high spiritual sex, and put these two together, done. I mean, where do I sign? Okay, guys? So, once again, we're going to go over the list. We think that women want security. We do. But not as much as we think we do. Okay? We want a confident man who is funny. We all kind of know this already. We want a man who's not needy. We don't know this. Okay? We don't know this. No stage 5 clingers. If you're blowing her phone up all day long, unless she's interacting with you and you're having fun with it and you're laughing, pump the brakes on that. Be a theta man. Be in touch with yourself. If you're not currently in touch with yourself, call me. I know exactly what to do to get you there, okay? The last and most important is intimate, dirty, naughty, passionate animal sex. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so once again, this is Missy with The Magnificent Method. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm about to expand my social media because my business is expanding nationally. Yeah, good times. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to engage with me. I'm always available. Might be a couple of days until I get back to you, but I personally get back to everyone. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Guys, go get that girl. Go get her. She wants to be God, I promise.